What's an online dating profile that would attract the perfect girl?
Well, ideally, if you've ever read my book and you Google the ultimate online dating profile, hell, I probably created that article 10 or 12 years ago. We got to understand about dating is that there's typically more dudes on the dating websites than there are women, and women have all the advantages. And the interesting thing is, I think it's like 80% of the women have their height requirement set to like 6 feet and above. And so any guy that's under 6 feet is just simply, you're not going to even, the girls aren't even going to see you, even though you may see their profile because it looks like there's a lot more girls on there, but you're never going to match with them because they're just never even going to see your profile. And the other thing is that sending tons of messages, you're going to have to send hundreds of messages typically to get a response. And so it's always better as a man, if you think of yourself as the prize and as the catch, because there's most of the men that are on there are going to be thirsty dudes. And so they're chasing anything that they can get because they're not succeeding in their social life to meet good women in their normal day-to-day activities of living. And so you have a lot of competition from dudes and guys that are, 6 foot and above and really handsome and really buff and really fit typically are the ones sleeping with, you got 20% of the guys sleeping with like 80% of the women on there. And most guys like hardly ever get a match. And so the idea is that you want to have pictures of yourself that are good.
Please.
Ideally, if you've got a hot sister or some beautiful women that you work with, get together with them and have them take pictures of you in different backgrounds, and also backgrounds of you looking like you're having fun and you're enjoying your life. And your profile should mostly be one of basically that states, hey, this is what I'm looking for. And you spell those things out, what you're looking for, and therefore when the girl is reading through it, you want her going, oh, he's describing me. And then she reaches out to you because you're going to have a much better experience if you create the conditions where women are reaching out to you first. Like the Bumble app forces, you can't even contact the girl until the woman messages you first. And so she messages you first, you got 24 hours to reply. And then if neither one of you or she doesn't reply to you, or I think, let me take that back. Bumble, you get because the women have to initiate conversation first, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, they're the ones that initiate the conversation first. The guy has 24 hours to respond, and then once he responds, the girl basically has 24 hours to respond.
Yeah, to respond, because they don't allow any ghosting or jerking around. I haven't been on Bumble in years, but what's nice about that is it lines up very nicely with my philosophy, because the women that are on there are basically the ones that are pursuing, and the reality is women are natural pursuers. Men start the courtship and they start the pursuing, but women typically pick up the baton and move things quicker to a relationship than if the guy tries to do that and the guy tries to do all of the pursuing. And so that what I like about Bumble is it's set up naturally the way men and women are. Women are the ones that are going to seek the guy's attention. So create a profile that when a girl reads it, she's like, oh, that's me. I hope he likes my profile. And therefore she likes your profile, or, if you're on the other types of apps where you can just like or whatever, or if she can message you, then you respond to those messages because the girl's you passed her physical attraction test and she liked what you said in your profile. And if you're telling a woman what you like and what you're looking for and you don't reveal a ton of things about yourself, it helps you remain mysterious. And women like you more if they have to work to get to know you versus you go out on a first date and by the end of the first date she knows everything about you. She knows everything about your relationships, your family, your history, your success, your confidence. And when you do that and you do most of the talking, by the end of the night she's like, the dude didn't even ask me anything about myself. And you talk her out of liking you.
And then another thing that I've noticed with dating apps, so I don't know if this will make any sense, but basically the last I checked with dating apps, especially Tinder, they actually have options where you don't necessarily have to write out what you're looking for. They actually have those options for you. They have that. They have the option as to whether or not you choose to say you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, your zodiac sign, your
unvaccinated is a flex. Ooh.
Yeah, they have that. Yeah,
Pure
also
bloods.
also what you're looking for as well, if you're looking for short-term fun or a long-term marriage or long-term relationship, whatever it may be, but they have those are among the few things and options that they have in dating apps nowadays that you don't have to write it out, you could just simply click on those things. But obviously writing a bio really does make a difference, and the pictures, please, please, please make them look appealing. Please.
Have some pretty girls that take the pictures of you.
Yeah. I see a lot of guys on and it's no offense against guys who like to fish. But I'm not into it. And I don't like if I see you in some stupid hat, like a floppy hat, some sunglasses, and you got a fish up here to your face. Like that's not like attractive to me per se. I mean, if you find like a real like outdoorsy girl, go for it. But I don't know many girls that like to see the pictures with the dead fish that you're so proud of. And
I
usually
don't think
the fish
are dead.
the fish is like this big.
It's
and
like the bass.
It's like a
Like
little
the rainbow
fish.
bass
It's like,
that
good
they're
job.
so proud that they caught, that they spent all day sitting there on the side of the lake waiting to catch.
I don't know. I just don't get the fish pictures. Like, good job, buddy.
I mean, it's all subjective. At the end of the day, it's really what you like and what you don't like.
Or
I
like-
personally don't like the fishing pictures either.
Or like
I
a
mean,
hunting
throw
guy.
some gaming fish. I'm all about that. Go catch a marlin. Go catch
Swordfish. Hold that
swordfish.
sucker up.
Go catch an entire like school of like mahi mahi. Go catch some serious sized tuna. I'm about that. I'm all about that.
Shoot the big mouth Billy Bass.
Bring me home a little baby bass like this. I'm not eating that. A catfish. I'm not eating that.
Or are you with
A
your
mullet.
your dead deer just like smiling and cheesing with there's
don't be
blood
killing
on your
Bambi.
clothes?
Don't be
Please,
killing
no,
Bambi. Don't
yeah.
be killing Bambi's daddy.
No,
Don't be killing
please.
Bambi's mommy.
Unless you're a hunter and you like
Nope.
girls that hunt.
Nope.
No.
Don't be
Girls that
sitting
like
in
to
the
hunt.
tree for 3 days, putting
In the tree stand.
that piss all over you. No, thank you.
Piss.
Yeah, they have to put like
Yeah.
deer.
Doe scent.
Nope.
We used to sell that back in the day when I worked at Service Merchandise.
No, thank you.
Doe and heat scent. I think
Or there's
it was.
or the other ones that you shouldn't. If you have kids, you can say you have kids,
But
but
don't
don't put
put
the
them-
Don't put a
pictures.
picture of your children up.
Yeah.
The pictures. That's not
private.
good. Yeah, and
That's private.
also we don't know if that's your girl, ex-girlfriend or your sister.
Yes.
Put that in your profile picture either, because then we're still gonna assume it's.
Or
yeah.
when you
Group of
like
you and
draw
100 of
lines
your
over
friends.
their faces to cover them,
Yeah.
or put emojis on them.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I noticed is that girls would do it too. It'll be pictures of them with like 4 or 5 other girls, and you're like, which girl is the?
Yeah.
is
Oh
the
yeah.
one?
No, guys do that too. They actually do that
So
too.
you can't even tell who is this person?
No, and here's the crazy part. I've fallen. Well, I've never. I wouldn't say I've fallen for it, but like I'm pretty sure you guys have had moments where like you run into a profile and the dude has like a picture of it, like him and his buddies, and then you're thinking, oh, this is probably it, and then when you swipe, it's not him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, never mind. What's your friend doing?
Yeah.
Is your
he
friend
on here?
single?
Is he on here? Girls are ruthless.
It's not
Yeah,
that they're
but-
ruthless. It's just like, don't put up a facade. Like, don't put up pictures of you and your friends and then expect us to assume that you are the one that our eye was drawn to.
Like if you're not as good looking as your friends.
I'm
I'm
starting
not
to
not
think,
trying to be mean, but you like come on. You
I'm
know.
starting to think guys do that on purpose. They
To
do that on
confuse you?
purpose to catch your attention just so,
So
you
they
can
do-
swipe to the
Do
second
they
photo.
do all the pictures? You're like, maybe if I just get her attention and then she starts talking to me, I can convince her to go out with me.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
Don't start off with a lie.
See, in other words, please don't go for the pictures. Like, I mean, go for the pictures, but don't go for the terrible pictures. Like, dude, it makes a huge difference.
I looked at a profile and it actually matched with this person. And like funny pictures that really gets me. Like I wasn't
Me
like
too.
at first I wasn't really like I don't know if he's cute, but then I scrolled and there's a picture of him where he's like standing on a mountain like butt ass naked, like doing a flex pose, like where you could just see his butt, and I was like, yep, I like you.
That's my people.
That's like that. You're funny. I like that.
Yep.
Take
Make
me
her laugh.
camping.
because whatever a woman whatever you make her feel when she's with you is what she's going to associate with being with you. And so if she's seeing your profile and she's laughing her ass off at it, there's a good chance she's going to swipe in a positive direction. So humorous, fun pictures that show you like to have a fun time. You probably don't take yourself too seriously.
So I actually have a question that I would like the viewers to answer in the comments. What about girls, like the other way around? We've told you basically what we come across. What happens with you guys? Like, what do you guys encounter? Because I'm curious to see on the woman's end what kind of pictures they would post.
They would probably say girls with filters all over.
Oh, yeah.
And every single picture, filters, stuff like that. Girls who just look like they're bad news.
Yeah, because like we might post a photo that is like, we know that they're gonna be decent photos, but maybe some girl's just gonna like show her ass on camera or something.
Just
like,
the
we
butt.
don't know that.
Just the hoochie
So
mama.
I'm just kind of curious, like if you guys can comment. Like I'm really curious as to what is it that you guys come across when you're swiping on Tinder, Bumble, etc. So.
Girls know what guys like. They, typically what I would see is they always take the best pictures of themselves. But if you see a girl and she's only like this, top, neck up, and you never see the body, that's usually not a good sign. Girls that are fit and in shape, typically they show off their figure. Because then you might go out on a date with a girl and you're like, whoa. Talking about being honest on a profile, I had a guy write in the email a few weeks ago. And he's been dating this girl, I don't remember, a few months or whatever it was, but on his dating profile, he put that he was 10 years younger than he actually was. But in the description, it said, disclaimer, hey, just want you to know that I'm actually 43 and not 33. And so at some point, the girl found out, and I don't remember what happened in the email because it's several weeks ago, but I don't know if you did that one.
That
I don't remember,
happens.
but I remember hearing about that one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
I don't
happens
remember if
on
I did.
like on Hinge. When I was on there, they would there was the number thing, their age. When you click the age, it just wouldn't show up. So they would put it in their bio. Hey, she clearly didn't read his whole entire profile, which I've been guilty of. I'm like, yep, you're cute. And then the guy's like, you clearly didn't read my whole profile.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoops.
That's what happened here. The girl didn't read his profile, and so didn't see the disclaimer. And so I remember there was some friction there because she didn't like it, and she kind of backed away a little bit once she figured that out. So
Well, she should have read the whole thing.
But even then, guys do the same thing too. Like, like nobody reads profiles. Period, men or women.
That's not true.
Well, I'm not saying all of them do. I'm saying some of them.
I mean, when I was on dating profiles and stuff like that and dating sites, I was thoroughly going through it. Like there wasn't.
Yeah, but that's just you.
Well, I also paid for specific apps. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
going on like Hinge or
You have to pay for
Bumble.
that one too.
Well,
You have to pay for everything.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't
it's
do
like
those.
$60 for 3 months.
Yeah, I was going on like ones that you had to be like vetted for and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure that like both parties had to pay for it and it was going to be like legit. Even though I would never entertained it, never went on like I went on one date, and it was horrible. And I think we've spoken about that before. But I vetted. I read it. I read everything. I didn't Google the people, but I could have. And I knew that the dating sites or the dating apps, they did a lot of the background as well. So if I had put like age requirements and a height requirement or something like that, that the app itself also went and did its checks and balances and made sure that that was all taken care of, even if there was like one time that someone did finesse the system, put that their age was within my age like mean, and I went through that bio and he wrote something in the bio like I'm actually older, went and just slid him right out of that pool of mine. So that's just
DQ, disqualified.
Yep, immediately disqualified. And yeah, you have to really read what you're going to get yourself involved in, especially online. These are people that you don't know from groups of people that you're not being introduced like by, like mutual friends and whatnot. So take precaution.
Yeah.